Now, I would never thought we would see this beef spark up again. The Mikey Williams DJ Wagner beef is back. Now, I have not talked about DJ Wagner in a while. If you guys don't know, he is in the same class as Mikey Williams and actually is ranked as the #1 guard in the class of 2023. Is a solid hooper, standing at around 6'3", averaging around 22 points per game, 4 assists, and let's just say this dude is a bucket. But Mikey Williams was actually the one who initially started this beef, and if you guys don't remember, here's the clip.
Coach tells ESPN that you're not ready to play me and your team has no interest in playing us because you're a young team, bro. You're ducking smoke. You're ducking gunshots. You're ducking gunshots, bro. I don't like it. It is what it is. You ran in 3 tournaments. We tried to schedule y'all in 3 or 4 tournaments, and y'all ran from every single one.
Now, yes, you saw that right. Mikey Williams was the one who initially called out Camden and was saying all of this wild stuff to them, basically that they were afraid to play Mikey Williams. Now, of course, DJ is not really responsible for that, and DJ Wagner is not really on social media like that and never responded to Mikey. Now, this recent video of Mikey Williams getting pretty much trashed on, people were talking trash to him. Let's take a look at this, man, because this was wild.
Right here. You not want none. We don't run for nobody. Our schedule is way tougher than y'all. Y'all on some bullshit.
Hey, y'all play Mount Vernon and Sierra Canyon. Y'all play Mount Vernon and Sierra Canyon.
Y'all play Mount Vernon? Y'all play nobody. We ain't seen y'all in the highlight in a month. When last time Wagner had a highlight, man? A finger roll? That's what our one game was on ESPN. So, bring it on.
They know what's really going on.
Both these.
Now, I have to be honest about this video, man. It's tough. You're talking trash to about a 17-year-old kid about who's better than the other. But you got to be honest, it's entertaining. These two dudes are definitely solid players in their class, and they had some points in the video. Now, of course, they were talking trash back and forth. Mikey Williams' father was there, and they actually stated that Mikey Williams' squad plays a tougher schedule than Camden. And this, in my eyes, couldn't be further from the truth. Now, of course, you guys know Mikey Williams' squad didn't even play the best IMG Academy. They really haven't played those nationally top ranked teams, besides tournaments here and there where they do play against really solid squads. And that's not to take away anything from him or his game, but definitely DJ Wagner plays against tougher competition. It's no doubt, but I think DJ Wagner is just so much more quiet. He doesn't really respond to any of the antics. I couldn't even find his IG page. It looks like he is no longer on there, has disabled it for the time being, and that just said this dude is locked into his game, where Mikey is much more of a character. He likes to be on IG, really likes to be out there, and it's just 2 different styles, and there's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Now, in the video, Mikey actually responded and was saying something back, but unfortunately we couldn't hear it because the audio had just got cut off and he was too far away. Now, one guy actually made a good point and said that Mikey Williams' squad doesn't play Mount Verde or Sierra Canyon. Now, they actually did play Sierra Canyon, but they didn't play Mount Verde. And to be honest, they for sure would lose that game. I'm gonna just be honest here, because Mikey Williams' squad, they have talent and skill, but overall, they are not beating these highly ranked teams. When they played IMG Academy, they got destroyed. And I think definitely somebody like DJ Wagner and his squad play against tougher competition, being that he's from Jersey and they honestly play against really solid competition. They've had a lot of dudes from that area that have been in the NBA, and him playing around that type of competition over and over again, I honestly think even the rankings and how people view these two hoopers, some people say, of course, Mikey Williams is a lot more flashy than DJ Wagner. Mikey's going to go out there, throw it off the backboard, do some crazy dunk, but I honestly could say, and personally, I think DJ Wagner is a better player overall than Mikey Williams. Yeah, Mikey Williams gets the mixtapes, the highlights overall, but I think long term when we talk about development, just players actually getting better, I got to give it to DJ Wagner. This dude just seems like he has more solid fundamentals and overall can get players involved. Is arguably, some people even believe he's a 6'5" point guard. Now, his listing is actually at 6'3", but of course, being that he probably is going to grow taller, his father was in the NBA and even grandfather played in the NBA as well. They have just a certain history here where I think genetics personally are probably on his side. This dude is most likely going to get taller, and even though he's not as flashy, he gets his teammates involved, sets them up for plays, and man, I think this dude is a better player than Mikey Williams, to be honest. But I gotta say, I love Mikey Williams' highlights, his mixtapes, all that, because he goes out there and makes things exciting, makes you want to watch him play. But I want to see these two dudes play. Now, of course, even back then when they were supposed to play, all this time since then, and that video was from years ago, they still have not played each other, and I don't know why. Now, they were actually in the same tournament together, and for whatever reason, some people are saying Mikey Williams was scared, some people are saying Camden was scared, but he was saying they were running from smoke, and they still haven't played each other. Eventually, they will one of these days. Now, Mikey Williams was, of course, at that time ranked the second player in the country, while DJ Wagner was ranked the #1 player. And what's happened and unfolded over the time is Mikey has actually been D-ranked. Now, a lot of people are saying competition is actually catching up to Mikey Williams. They're saying that he's not going to grow any taller, being that he's around 6'3", 6'2", and has been so athletic and dominating competition for so long. People are saying his competition is really catching up to him, and that would be tough if he doesn't grow any taller. I think he's obviously going to get better because this dude is always in the gym. He puts in a ton of time, a ton of grind to his game, is always in the gym, so for sure he's going to get better. But about height, man, that's something you cannot control, clearly genetics, and if he doesn't get any taller, I think that can be a little bit tough for him moving forward. Now, DJ has a ton of offers from top programs. Kentucky actually offered him very recently, Memphis offered him, Syracuse, Villanova, all the top squads, so I think he has enough offers. This dude is set, and the crystal ball predictions are actually stating this dude is going to go to Kentucky. Now, there's definitely a lot of speculation there, but for sure, I think both of these dudes are such solid hoopers. But man, I gotta give it to DJ Wagner. This dude just seems like overall he has more of a fundamental game that will translate to the next level much better than Mikey Williams. Mikey's the flashy guy, and sometimes that does not always work well at the next level. You have to be able to do a lot more than just score the basketball. You have to be able to set screens, get assists, and yes, he does do those things at time, but I think what most people know him for and the strength of his game is just being able to score the ball, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to be able to do more than just score. Now, DJ Wagner really allows his game to speak for himself. He honestly goes out there, plays the game, gets buckets. He can drive to the basket with ease. Being that he has the height and athleticism, he can just skip through the lane. A lot of times he's even doing euros and just getting to the cup very easily compared to other people in his class. And that's what really separates him. But he does not care about rankings, and neither does Mikey Williams, surprisingly. Now, Mikey seems to be tuned into those, while DJ Wagner just seems completely silent, removed, and he doesn't even seem like he is a kid that talks a lot, stays very quiet, stays into his game, and really is just a guy who's focused on winning the state championship for his school and not focused on basketball politics whatsoever, which is wild because he still is ranked the #1 player in the country. Now, if Mikey and DJ do finally play a game, who do you think is going to win the game? Personally, I have to go with DJ Wagner and his squad. I think overall they're just much more solid of a team and they play better competition. There's nothing, and if you disagree, let me know in the comment section down below, but this would be a game that will go down in history. Now, clicking the video on the screen would help my channel a ton, and this is LNH bringing you the best basketball content on YouTube, and I'm out.